And then you put $1 out, and they squeeze it between their tits and come back. But he went to nurse. Motherfucker thought he was getting $1 worth of high test. What the fuck are you doing, you asshole?
I was pretty much banned to the back of the room and couldn't go to the stage again.
You're lucky a biker didn't cave your head in. That's usually what happens when you abuse the dancers in such a manner.
Yeah.
Well, that's
my douchey moment. So I'm going to go eat a bullet now. So thanks for the time, boys.
You do that. Thanks, man.
Have a bunch of that.
Later. Speaking of, look at the segue. Eating bullets, that would be suicide. And suicide? How about boner?
Yes.
Who knew? What a horrific scene that must have been. And make your own jokes. I mean, come on.
Well, Boner was strangled.
Yes.
Boner hung himself. Sounds to me like he's acting like a real dick.
It makes sense, though, because Boner is a dick. And Dick hung. You say you're hung. He must have been well hung.
What do you mean?
No, Chip.
Boner was doing this. He's just acting like a bunch of dicks.
No, it's because he hung himself. Oh. That's the funny part, was that his name is Boner, and hung. Are you well hung? Hung is usually used as a term for how big a penis is.
See, now, but Boner should have just killed himself by hiding a pair of blue jeans or something.
Makes sense.
It does.
No, it made no sense. How hiding in a pair of blue jeans? How could you kill yourself that way? I don't know. Yeah. Wow, that sounds like a nightmare, because they all the friends and family and I guess some authorities went searching for him in this park, and they went into the wooded area of this park and found young Boner hanging by the neck and dead from a tree.
The reason he was probably hanging is because people still call him Young Boner.
Young Boner. He's like 40 years old and has a name. And yeah,
it's not Boners to Bone.
Dude, that name killed him. Boners to Bone is what killed Boner. You think it'll be on his tombstone?
It'll definitely
Boner.
just say Boner on his tombstone.
Or at least his first name, Boner in quotation marks, yes. Last name.
As if it wasn't just the character's nickname, but
yes,
his name.
he is in essence Boner. So they found him, and then they called over Walter Koenig, or however the hell he pronounces his name, Chekhov. They called him over, and he actually saw his son hanging from a tree.
What, they had to confirm? Hey, is this your kid dead, or should we call?
Exactly. Well, they I guess whoever found him put out the word on the cell phone that he had been found, and everyone came running over. But geez, maybe you could hold Chekhov back, and he doesn't have to see that mess. Boner just swinging in the breeze.
Oh, what Chekhov did.
I don't know. What? I would have beamed out of there.
Yeah, me too. He probably would have checked him off the list or something.
That's funny. Check off. Chip's too funny today.
Yeah, you better start calling him Captain Kirk or something to help you out.
Help you out. You're an asshole. I wanted to hear about the Jehovah's Witness, Scott from Mackie Two Shits. Scott!
Oh, my God.
Hi, how are you?
I'm picking a booger. There you go.
What's up, sir?
My nose is very crusty. Sorry.
Yeah, Jimmy's digging with a tissue. Isn't it a great feeling, though, when you take the tissue, twirl it in a nostril, pull it out, and it feels like your frontal lobe is coming out of your nose?
It is.
Because you are really getting a nice... And then your nose is clear.
It feels like you got a fucking brain stem wrapped around your finger.
Yes, it's wonderful. But I have to do it with a tissue. I cannot use just a finger.
I had to scrape nail to get that one off.
No.
It's his birthday nugget.
Touching it makes me feel very weird. You could isolate that, I guess. So what happened to you growing up a Jehovah's Witness, sir?
Okay, my mom was a Jehovah's Witness till I was about 13 when I moved in with my dad. And I was crazy in love with this girl, Jamie, from kindergarten all through high school. And so when I'm finally grown up and I think I'm a rock star, I'm in a band, I got the sports car, all that crap. And part of the Jehovah's Witness edict is you don't salute the flag because you don't pledge your allegiance to man. You pledge your allegiance to God.
Right.
So here I am, this wonderful little kid, embarrassed my whole life that every time all the other kids are saluting the flag, I have to explain to the teacher I can't do that because it's against my religion, you know?
Right.
So this wonderful creature, Jamie, I bump into her when I'm 21, and I think I'm happening, pocket full of drugs, all that shit. And I see her in a bar, I'm like, hey, Jamie, what's up? And she goes, aren't you that kid that couldn't salute the flag?
Oh, that's all she remembered.
That was it. That was my end.
That's all she... That's why you got to be so careful in school. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your little story, because it just reminds me... thank you. Yes, how many times are we going to thank each other?
It really was an endless string of courtesies.
We didn't just fucking have sex here, sir. You got to watch what you do in school, because you will be tagged something. I mean, there are people that I still refer to as throw-up girl, because she threw up in the cafeteria. If you're going to throw up in school, it better be alone in the bathroom, and you better get out before anyone smells fucking spaghetti and meatball lunch, because you will be throw-up guy or throw-up girl.
One time in high school, I totally got away with it. Like, I felt that I was going to puke.
You got away with puking?
Totally. I knew I was going to puke, so I was very calm. I got up. I said, yeah, I got to, can I get the bathroom pass or the hall pass, whatever it was?
Were you turning like green?
And I didn't want to run because I knew that would it would give me away. So I just started walking down the hall, and I was like, oh, I'm totally puking. I looked around. There was no one around. Puked all over the floor. All over the floor.
You came so close to being that guy.
And then no one saw it, and I just went to the nearest classroom, opened the door. I was like, yeah, I don't know if you want to get somebody. Someone totally puked all over the hallway.
Oh,
and
wow.
Got out of that one scot-free.
You helped.
No one ever do.
You helped out the janitor.
And I got the heat off of me. I was just like the guy that found it instead of the puker.
Damn, man.
Nice.
That is good, because you could be puke. Yes, sir?
I had a friend in 5th grade who not only was he the gay kid, but then one time we made him laugh so hard that he pissed himself.
Friend. Huh?
It wasn't me.
I
wasn't the gay kid.
I've seen these in after-school specials. You don't have to say friend. It's okay, Sam. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't me.
All right, we'll let you. Friend. Okay.
But then we also made him laugh so hard that he pissed all over himself in 5th grade and had to hide in a closet.
And did he get it all over his wrestling figures?
No, it wasn't me.
He hid in the closet.
Yeah.
Yes, it took me quite a while to come back out. It all comes back around to Steve.
He is the gay kid.
We had a girl in the cafeteria, too. The cafeteria is like a fucking war zone of puke and other bodily functions. We had some girl, and instead of giving this girl sympathy, she had like leukemia or something awful, and she's still going to school, which I never understood with parents, especially back then. That was like fucking terminal. Now, they could cure some of that shit, but back then you get the shingles or the scurvy or the vapors or something and you're dead. But she had like leukemia, so she's sitting in the chair, and it was quiet enough in the cafeteria where it sounded like a pipe started leaking. You could hear water, and everybody just got dead silent and looked over, and from her chair, it was just, because it was one of those plastic chairs that have the vent holes in the bottom, and water is just pouring out, urine is just pouring out on the floor. And she's sitting there, but she was still eating. Like, she was like, I'm not, like, no one noticed, but everyone noticed, and she became piss her pants girl. But I guess that was better than leukemia girl.
Yeah.
She went from leukemia girl to piss her pants girl. And leukemia girl wasn't even that nice. It was like dying girl. Which is just horrible. Kids are just awful.
I just remember when I was when my brother was in like 1st grade, he used to get off the bus every single day, and every single day he would throw up.
Why?
And all the teachers that the girl who was in charge of the young kids would go and pick him up. He'd just throw up on his suede boots.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
He would just get motion sickness on the bus.
I thought it was from your dad's fucking wonderful treat food.
No. Except my mom made us take cod liver oil before we went to school.
All right, that's why he was puking.
Yeah, she made us.
Kids don't eat cod liver oil. What was it? What is your mom, from the Little Rascals?
We wouldn't swallow the pills, so she would open the cod liver oil pills into our apple juice and make us drink the whole glass.
Christ. I wish your mom was Mrs. Goebbels.
Yeah, or Mrs. Smith, or Mrs. Yates.
Save us a lot of trouble.
Sure would.
Cod liver oil is good for you.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's it do for you?
I'm not sure.
I think it's supposed to be good for heart health and cholesterol, but,
They told him it was cod liver oil.
Yeah.
He had to drink it out of a funny, fleshy stem. It's good for you, Samuel.
Yeah.
How about you and your chick? Do you guys fight a lot? I meant to ask you this before.
We don't fight a lot, but we definitely fight.
Do you yell?